Well, there's the Statue of Liberty. Won't be long now.
The beacon. Stand by. Turn off.
Hello.
The Mauretania nears a sinking freighter with the America standing by. With the Mauretania providing a lee in the raging seas, the Ovidia's lifeboats start to battle the waves to safety aboard the big Cunard liner. It's a perilous job, but the last lifeboat now nears the Mauretania with the remainder of the Ovidia's crew and her captain, Axel Carlson. Here they are coming up the Mauretania's side, safe and sound. A happy ending is put on what might have been another tragedy of the sea, and the doomed Ovidia is left to go to her watery grave.
Captain McNair, I will use this occasion to give a tribute to good British seamanship, and especially to your seamanship, and at the same time, gentleman-like manner that you have showed on this occasion, saving me and my wife and all the crew of my ship. Many thanks. Thanks,
Captain Carlson, I'm very happy to be there, and I must compliment you on handling your difficult situation in such an efficient, seaman-like way. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hjärtligt tack, kapten McNair, för en storartad handling.
Merci, madame.
Do you recognize one of the grandest ships that ever carried the British flag? The Mauretania, Queen of the Atlantic, for a quarter of a century, sad to relate, is consigned to the shipbreakers. One of the world's most historic vessels, sold as scrap for 5% of her original cost. Her fittings and decorations are for auction, and presently she will leave Southampton forever, a hulk. Isn't this pathetic? It has its grimmer aspect also. Britain depends on her seaborne traffic for feeding her population, and 1.5 million tons of British shipping is still laid up in her home docks and rivers and is likely to meet the same fate. During the war, over 7 million tons was sunk in 4 years. Surely it is possible for practical as well as sentimental reasons to save the Mauretania as well as the Olympic from the scrap heap. Who knows but that we may need all our shipping in the near future? Is it too late to step in and preserve these ships from destruction? Stand by. We are leaving Southampton on the Mauretania for another voyage in great waters. One of the advantages of the screen is that it is possible to reenact these old scenes for us to gaze back on, for they are old scenes. Today the Mauretania is leaving Southampton on a very different journey, her funeral voyage to the shipyards. The grand old ship sailed on her maiden trip in November 1907. She rapidly gained the blue ribbon of the Atlantic, which she held until 1929, over a period of 22 years. During the war, she did noble service as a hospital and transport ship. In 1931, she was painted white, and in this venerable guise continued to compete with her younger sisters on the old route. Now the last ceremonies are being performed, a last wash and brush up. A last glance into the dismantled saloons, and the Mayor of Southampton bidding farewell to Captain Brown. And finally, in the fading light, she is away. What a pity that her passing could not have been delayed, so that she could have taken part in the Royal Review at Spithead, and how tragic that she has to be broken up at all. The old Mauretania is being broken up in Rosyth Naval Dockyard, so look your last at this world-famous ship, for years the fastest Atlantic liner, now a rapidly disintegrating hulk. Here's all that's left of the decks, which so many thousands of passengers have paced. The plates are cut out and hoisted overboard so much scrap metal. The anchor chain is cut through, and the anchor is dumped over the side onto the quay, a souvenir for someone perhaps. This is the end of the Mauretania, one of the finest ships that ever sailed the seas. And now the foremast is brought low, crashing down on the ruined decks. And the lookout will look out no more.